How do you feel like if you go into a room full of toys, all reminiscent of your childhood? Kring Lacson takes us to Sci-Fi Cafe, set to mesmerize both the young and the young at heart.
What was your childhood like? Do you remember all the toys you had? The robots, the toy cars, the Legos. You probably felt ecstatic whenever you had your playtime. Wouldn't it be awesome if you could relive your childhood? Well, what if I told you that you could? This cafe in Ortigas has shelves upon shelves of toys, and there's no doubt that in here, you'd feel like a kid again. The Sci-Fi Cafe is the brainchild of Richard Chua, who himself is an avid collector of toys. He was inspired by the toy cafes that he found in Korea and in the United States.
Well, initially we were planning to get a local franchise. But since we already have this vast collection, we thought that why not start our own brand, our own restaurant. We got the concept from Planet Hollywood in the United States of America. Then there's one in Korea, which has a building to host the whole museum and the restaurant.
What's special about the establishment is that it features pop culture through its toys. Most are of the sci-fi genre, like Star Wars and Star Trek. But it also has displays from the genre of fantasy, fairy tales, and superheroes. It is where toy enthusiasts can gather and marvel at the collectibles.
Aside from the collectors, the enthusiasts, we also target families specifically because children always love to see all of this toys, this collection, while the whole family is having their dinner or having their lunch, enjoying the ambience. We're planning on selling toys eventually. We're going to be having discussion with the management of the mall, so we're hoping to sell some toys eventually.
There are a multitude of things to do in the cafe. Sure, you could surf the net, but you could also play with some of the toys or read one of the comic books. And if you're feeling creative, then guess what? You could borrow one of the cafe's costumes and dress up. If you're a kid at heart, this is one experience that you should try. After all, it's not every day that you find yourself surrounded by toys. Unless you work in a toy store, that is. Are you curious about the owner himself, Richard Chua? We will know more about him and his toy collection on the next episode of Hobby Life, which airs this Friday. For People's Television, I am Kring Lacson.